making enchiladas for dinner. And I'm gonna make 2 extra ones for me for tomorrow. But right now it's for the kids. So I have my stuff here. The cheese. I'm using the Wolf brand because I had made some hot dogs last week for them a few days ago. I think it was Monday. And then Sunday or Monday. And then I have my corn tortillas. I already softened them a little bit in the oil, and I have more chili here. But I like to put in the bottom. So let's do this. Roll them up, put them here. This is nothing. I made 3 enchiladas for each one. Mesmer doesn't like them. And so that's 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. I made 12 enchiladas. I'm going to make 12 enchiladas. I remember, it's funny because I remember when my kids were little, I have 8 children. So when my kids were little, I used to make, I'm not lying, look, my sister could be watching here. I used to make like 60 enchiladas just for dinner, just for us. Because they all loved them. I liked them. I would eat like 4. The only one that wouldn't eat them was my husband, my ex-husband. He wouldn't eat them because he said he didn't like them. I didn't know how to make Mexican enchiladas back then, so it was just what I made. And then I'll make him like carne con chile or something separate, but I didn't know how to make Mexican enchiladas. And then he was hardly in Mexico. He came over here when he was like 10 or 11 years old. But anyways, so I used to make 60 y se acababan. No había nothing left over. So right now that I'm doing, as a matter of fact, there was a time before the grandkids came that I was by myself at the apartment, me and Valerie, and I would make like 8 enchiladas. It was weird to make 8 enchiladas. So right now I'm gonna make these, and I'm gonna save 2 or I think there's gonna be 3 left. I'm gonna save them for me for tomorrow, my lunch. I'm gonna eat them tomorrow with my lunch with, si queda rice. Si no queda rice, pues I'm not gonna have rice. I'll have it with una salad or algo. Estilo Valencia. So yeah, I can't believe I'm gonna make 12 enchiladas. These kids, they'll eat 3. My kids used to eat 4, and then they used to come for seconds. So they would end up eating like 6 enchiladas probably, and then I wanted some for leftover for the next day. But it was rare that there was some left over. They would finish them all. And then when my mom would come over, my sisters, they were little because I'm the oldest. I'm 10 years older than my baby sister. I call her baby sister. She's still my baby sister. She's always going to be my baby sister. And I remember that I used to make a lot of enchiladas. So vamos a meter estas aquí. No me faltan 2. I used to use a big pan. Ahorita te enseño the round pan for the pies. The round cakes. That's what I'm using right now. Imagine. I didn't use that back then. Back then it was big old pan, square pan. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll show y'all in a little bit when they're already ready. I'm sitting in another area because Mesmering is over there in my chair. But it's okay. I'm putting a little bit of Valentine's up, as you can see up there. My son gave me that one on the top when I moved here, and that round one, he gave it to me. Ooh. One of my sons, Daniel. He gave it to me years ago when I first moved, almost when I first moved to the apartment, the other apartment over there, and I lived there for 10 years. So, let me show you when it's done, okay? Well, this one, I had already heated it up here, so I'm just going to put the sauce on top of it. I was going to make it with that other one that I showed y'all earlier, the Fiesta. But I was looking in the refrigerator for the cheese, and I saw it still had this, you know, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to use that up because this will go bad. So, let's see. So we're putting it on top of these enchiladas. Que se llenen todas bien. Look at this. No, hombre. I remember I used to tell my son Gabriel, how many enchiladas do you want? ¿Cuántas quieres? And he'd tell me 10. They love enchiladas. Now he eats other Mexican enchiladas, but he still likes these. But his wife makes him Mexican, a lot of Mexican food too. She cooks pretty good, really good. She makes a real good pozole. Hold on. Here we go. They're facing that way, and these are facing, there's 3 right here. So I'm going to put them in the oven for like 15 minutes. So I'm going to heat up this rice that I made yesterday, and then I'm going to put the comal here because I'm going to make bean and cheese tacos for Mesmery. You see I had it here. I was going to use it, but it's okay. This will last. The chili won't last if I leave it there. It'll go bad. So I'm going to use that. Then next time I'll use that. I'm going to make the refried beans here, and I'm heating up the rice. Y yo voy a cortar los pedacitos de tofu para echarle a mis lentejas, para acabarme estas lentejas ya. So this is what I do. I get 1 little square cube and I cut it in 3. So I llevo 2 cubes, 3 cubes, 4 cubes. No voy a poner uno más because estaban muy chiquitos. So aquí voy a estar smashing los beans para hacerle los bean and cheese a Mesmery. And I'll show you when my enchiladas come out, okay? Just smashing this. My rice is ready. Ahorita voy a poner el comal. Making Mesmery's tortilla. Enchiladas are ready. Ya voy a servir. This is 1 plate. This is for Aiden. I like to use this big spoon para que se venga toda la enchilada con gravy. Okay, guys, everybody is served. Andres, Jeremiah, and Aiden. And Mesmery's taco right here. Que me olvidó cerrárselo. Su taquito. She only wants 1. Mis lentils con tofu y le voy a echar cilantrito and everything. I'll show you. This is for me for tomorrow for lunch. Here we go, Mesmery. Eating her rice. Andres. It's good, right? Aiden, mira, ya me lo va a acabar, Aiden. We're waiting on Jeremiah, and I'm waiting on my lentils. Okie dokie, these are my lentils, tofu. I'm gonna put this grilled onion in there. I'm gonna put some of the cilantro and tomato. Not a lot because I think I'm gonna eat it by itself because remember it has cucumber and lime. So that's my dinner. So let's eat really quick before I only have 1 minute. If you watched to the end, please comment down below the word lentils.
And follow. Hi.
It's hot. Hot. But I let the kids have one of these. These are they were TikTok trend. I bought them a long time ago and I found them without even looking for them. It has lime, banana, coconut, and mango flavors.
You want to sleep in your own bed?
They were a trend before. I don't know, they're not a trend anymore, but I've had them for a while. Thank you for watching, guys. Ooh, tofu is really hot. Thank you. Bye.